नहीं but they haven't back चलो पैसे बल्कि ऑनलाइन टाइम से फोन कर देंगे और खाने के लिए
Dikshita, speak something for audio check.
हाँ क्या
Okay, fine.
हो गया ना? हाँ
कम
ठीक है,
कर.
चलो लेट्स स्टार्ट.
What? Okay. Fine.
हाँ, मीटिंग has started. Let's start, guys.
बारिश में बुरा हाल हो गया. Oh, damage. Oh, okay. Dikshita, shall I start the meeting?
Yes. Please start the meeting.
Dikshita?
Yes.
Vivek? Oh, okay, got it. Vivek? Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Saurabh and I will be the sergeant and arm for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the fourth 86 meeting of Eloquent Toastmaster Club, Gurgaon. Toastmaster meeting has an MRP, mission, rule, and passion. Now, come to the mission part. I'm requesting all please stand up and take a pledge because it's a mission part. And online audience as well, you. And repeat my words. Mission of our Toastmaster Club is to provide a supportive and positive
OD and positive
in which members
members
are empowered to develop
power to develop
communication and leadership
communication and leadership skills
resulting in greater self-confidence
resulting in greater self-confidence
and personal growth. Now,
personal growth.
now guys, you can take. Now, jump on the rule. Please turn off your phone or put them on silent mode. For that, I will give you 5 seconds. Time is up. The second rule, as Toastmaster, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics in a derogatory manner. The third rule is please do not cross talk. For online audience, please put yourself on mute if you're not speaking. Turn off your video if you are stepping out of the meeting. This would help to avoid distractions of our speakers. Let's come on the passion. Eloquent is fifth consecutive president. Distinguished club. Salute to the blood and sweat of members and EC. Sweat of members and EC who have worked tirelessly to make it happen. Now I am handling this stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Dikshita. Over to you.
Good morning all and welcome to the meeting of 486. Thank you so much Sergeant in Arms Toastmaster Saurabh for setting the tone of the meeting. And big welcome to all of you. And we are extremely sorry for the delay because due to technical issues, there was some delay, but next time we'll definitely take care of it. So before I start the meeting, I like to make one announcement. Okay. For this August month, there are 4 Toastmasters who have completed their levels. One is Toastmaster Vishakha. She has completed her level 1. Toastmaster Simran, she has completed her level 1 too. Level 2 are complete. Level 2 is completed by Toastmaster Ashish and Toastmaster Simran, and level 3 has been completed by Toastmaster Dikshita. Let's give a round of applause to them. So before we start the agenda, I believe today we don't have any guest, so I can hand over the dice to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rhythm. So welcome Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rhythm.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dikshita. Hello, everyone. Good morning to all of you. Although I cannot see many of you in the offline setting, but still will try to make it Yeah, we'll try to make it more engaging. So the topic that I've chosen for today is something I think which is very relatable to all of us. Since like many of us work in corporate world, so conflict at workplace, which we in short call office politics, is very, normal, or something we have been victim of or we might get victim of in the future. So this is like the topic. Sorry, Saurabh, are you doing something?
I think
Yes, Siddham,
somebody.
please continue. We were just
Okay.
changing the alignment of it so that
Yeah, so that you can see us.
Yeah, that would be really
Oh,
helpful.
that would be great, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for this. I think now this is more better. Yeah. So as I was saying, so the topic that I've chosen for today is the office politics, right? And why I have chosen this topic is because I have myself been victim of it. So I want to start off with a very short story from my previous organization. So almost, I think this date back to almost 4 years, like 4 to 5 years back. So I joined my previous organization. So although it was a big organization, but when you join it, you realize that you have to work in very small silos. So I was part of like a team of, I think, 7 to 8 folks. And from my previous organization, I was one of the top performer there. And now I have jumped into this company. And in the initial 6 months, I was kind of the rising star of the team. I was doing things so good. I was being quoted at this as the example of, how analyst should work. He completes his things so quickly, all of that. So like I was at, at my peak, thinking like I am like, doing very good in previous organization. Also here also I'm like, doing really good. And like almost after 6 months, there was one change that took place in our team. So my immediate senior, who was kind of guiding me or managing me day to day, so he got promoted and shifted to a different project. And the other senior in the team got role of my manager, like day to day manager, project manager. So she started doing that. I think it would not even be just 1 month. All of the sudden, from the rising star of the team, I was like the Mr. Bean of the team. Everything that could go wrong was something that was going wrong. Uh, for anything that was wrong, I was the one person to be blamed. I was being afraid to go in the scrum calls because every day there will be discussions. Today, Rhythm has done this thing wrong. Today, Rhythm has done this thing wrong. And since this was happening to me for the first time, I really had no clue. I was going so like so emotional moment. I wasn't sure what was happening. I was silent. I was trying to improve myself, spending late nights at the work trying to complete work. But end result, nothing. It's all the same. Things were going bad. And almost after like 4 or 5 months, like it comes a breakdown point for me. So I thought, it's enough. I'll go to my senior manager of the project and I'll talk to him. So I set up a meeting with him, and okay, I went on a meeting with him. I think it was also kind of innocence from me that I expect that he will believe what I will say. In the meeting, what happened, he also invited the immediate senior who I was planning to blame. So we both were in that meeting, and it turns out, I was bursting all my emotions out. But he won't, of course, believe me, right? I was a junior in team. I was less important. He was believing everything that my immediate manager was saying. And it also, like I thought things will improve, but it become worse. But I think this whole episode taught me one very important lesson. So this office politics or this conflict in work is something we might say is, like not very common, or it will not happen to me. But somewhere or the else, it will happen with all of us. And the main reason is there will always be people in the organization who might be less efficient, who might want to do less work, but they want to take more credit of it. No one is going to take blame. Everyone wants to shift it to another's. And that is where this whole problem of office politics arise. So I think from this whole episode, and if I look back today, there were few lessons that I have learned throughout this journey that I wanted to share with you. And not just share it with you, I think since all of us has been going through somewhat similar experience, I would assume so. So maybe also, know your thoughts, how if you have been through such situation and how did you dealt with that. So before moving forward, so I just want to pause here and ask all of you. So has it ever happened to you, you have been like, you have been going very good in your work, but suddenly you are being blamed for your performance is being blamed, all of that. Yeah, Pallavi, I see you raise your hands.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Rhythm, when you were describing your experience, a very similar experience I have also had previously.
Mhm,
So, when I joined that company, within 6 months, I was like a go-to person for all my
mhm,
programs and everything. I was like getting complimented from everyone, my stakeholders, my leadership.
mhm,
I don't know what happened. Something, again, somebody joined, and because of that change in management,
mhm,
my leadership caused the similar experience which you had, like suddenly from being included in everything, being a go-to person for everything, I had started uh, getting blames from
mhm,
people. People have started finger pointing on me for unnecessary reason. And also I think it was not just because of the change in management, it's also because I raised voice when something was not working fine.
mhm,
And in corporate, generally, people like to keep their mouth shut, sit in
mhm,
the room, and just look at each other. But I raised few pointers, and that didn't go well with the leadership and with the management, and
mhm.
that caused the similar experience for me. So it's very common. After hearing your story, I feel so belonged. So I'm
Yeah,
happy that I'm not alone in this whole experience. This
surely.
in corporate,
Yeah, yeah. Pallavi, I have an interesting follow-up to this.
of
So
course.
today, did you regret the voice that you raised at that time? And
No, I don't. I spoke my truth with absolute honesty, and
right,
today I'm sitting in a different organization at a better position. So yes,
right,
I'm very happy about my decisions.
right. And second question, would you have done something differently at that point? So, after coming these many years, if you look back at that situation, would you have done something differently?
Honestly, with of course that is some years back. That experience is a little older. But
Mhm,
whatever experience and knowledge I had at that time, I think I did
mhm.
my absolute best. And I
Right.
wouldn't say that I can go back and change this thing or do that thing. I think
Yeah.
office politics, believe it or not, it's a truth, and we all
Mhm.
have to live with it. The only
Right.
thing is that know about it, be aware about it, but don't get involved in this. That's the only
Right.
my learning from that experience was.
Right, right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pallavi. I think it's great to hear that we are not alone in this journey. Anyone else? So I had like some of the takeaways that I'll share from what Toastmaster Pallavi just said. But before that, anyone else who had similar experience or want to share something? Okay, no one. Quite surprising. Like things have not happened with. Okay, Toastmaster Dikshita. Yeah, Dikshita, go ahead.
Okay. So I was with a project for almost a year, and now I have left the project. So what happened when I joined that project and I realized of course I was very excited because that's a diamond client, okay, and I assumed that it's a diamond client and good people, everything would be great. So hence I joined the project. So when I joined the project, I realized that a lot of people there are in the project for more than a decade. Okay, so it's their home. Okay, so newcomers are not at all welcome. Okay, if newcomers join that team, you are totally bullied. Okay, initially I thought that I can able to settle down because I'm very good in terms of adapting with the situations and all. Gradually, I realized they actually bully people who are the newcomers, and they will pinpoint even you sneeze in the middle of a meeting. Okay,
Okay.
so when after 6 7 months I realized nothing is gonna change and I have to take a call on this. So I tried to raise my concern. Initially, nothing happened. So initially, then later on, actually, I had to file a case against him. And then now everything is settled. I'm out of the project. The person is also out of the project. So I'm quite happy. But glad that people who are there, at least my team members who are stuck there, but still they don't have to face that person anymore. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah.
So you have to gone through a case.
Yeah. I'm very good at that.
Yeah. Oh, nice. This is, yeah, this is amazing to hear. Yeah, so I think from what Toastmaster Pallavi and Toastmaster Dikshita said, I think one thing is very clear. It also is like happens to me. If I look back at that time and see, do I regret that decision? Maybe at that time my growth was impacted or not. I'll definitely say no. I did not regret. The only thing I regret was I stayed silent for initial 2 to 3 months. That was the only part I regret. I should have raised my voice earlier, because this whole feeling that if I stay silent, if I'll speak up, I'll get the repercussions. Believe me, 95% of the times if you stay silent, you have to anyways get that. You are not going to get promotion, you are not going to get good appraisals. The better you get these things sorted at the earlier stage, the better it is for you going forward. So it's very important that if you are going through something like that you speak up, you recognize what's the problem, and you confront it at the right time. And whenever you realize it's the right time. Don't think too much about it, because in the long term these are just very short term things. It's not going to impact you, because ultimately it's your skills and your hard work that's going to pay off. And in what form it might pay off, you don't know. But taking toll on your mental health, emotionally, on your well-being, is the worst you can do to yourself. So that was point number one. And the point number two, so there was a very small incident that happened that I also wanted. So during this whole journey, right, as I mentioned, like the first 6 months went really well. But when it comes to the appraisal discussion, how the performance was happening, so I was not eligible for the appraisal because like all this cycle and all of that. But still you have to get the feedback from your manager. So verbally I was hearing such a positive feedback, but my manager in the portal just mentioned one line: Rhythm is doing good work and hard work, keep on doing that work. I think these are very small signals, but very important one that you need to capture. I think this was one of my big learning, that going forward you need to keep these things in your mind. So these are not just small signals. If this points that the other person does not care about your growth, if she can get all the work from last 6 months but cannot spare a good time to even write a paragraph about your work, or what all you have done well, or what you could have done better, maybe you are just part of her growth journey, nothing more than that. Your growth is in your hands. You have to speak it. You have to speak it for it. No one else is going to speak up for your growth. And if so, for a long time I had this feeling that over the period of time, maybe if I'm doing good work, my manager will take care of my growth, my colleagues will take care of my growth. No one is actually going to take care. It's your growth, and you have to put your case forth that, okay, if I am working, I deserve this growth. So this was the important lesson that I learned from that incident. And I try to do that, even today, like these two things, even it happens somewhere today, I try to be very cognizant about these things. So with this, I think there are a lot of things we will keep on discussing regarding this topic. So I think just before that, I think we also have guest Mahima joining us. So guest Mahima, can you hear us?
Yeah, Rhythm, you are audible.
Yeah, so would you just like to introduce yourself to the group? And it would be great if you can come on the camera. It would be good to.
Actually, I'm in my car right now, so I won't be
Okay,
able to turn on my
sure, sure,
camera.
sure.
But yeah, I can introduce myself. So right now, I am just 24 years old.
Hmm.
Uh, just doing my first job at IAFL Home Loans as a HR. I basically look after employee grievances,
Hmm.
and it's been a year since I've been in Gurgaon, but not really much happy with the place. Like I have lived in a few cities. I belong to Jaipur. Then I did my undergraduation from Delhi. Then I went to Mumbai for my post graduation. So I've lived in a quite a lot of cities, and I just don't like the vibe of Gurgaon. And if any one of you can change that about Gurgaon, give me some suggestions. That would be great. So that is the first thing. And apart from that, if you talk about my hobbies and interests, so I am quite a loner. I enjoy my time at my home, reading books and seeing new series and web series, and yeah, and also connecting with my old friends. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guest Mahima. I think it was a wonderful introduction, and I think we can get some time if someone could change her perception about the Gurgaon, because I myself on the part, not very big fan of metro cities, so I won't be able to do justice to this task. But maybe towards the end, if there is, if there is someone we can try, like if someone could change this perception. But yeah, welcome to the meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, Rhythm.
Yeah. So
We have few guests here.
Yeah, there are two more guests, Rhythm,
okay,
offline.
so
Bhavani and Sushant, I believe.
yeah, so can they also like introduce themselves one by one? I think that would be great.
So, hi, very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and brave guests, including me and my friends. So, I met Dikshita, one of your events, which was happened in real Sector 22. So, I had a word with Dikshita, and I got to know about your Eloquent group. So, that's why I have come here along with my friends. So if I talk about myself, so as you know, my name is Bhavani. Basically, I am from a heart of state, which is Madhya Pradesh, and city is Hoshangabad. Where if I give you few like more information about it, so basically it's a like Narmada River. It flows, it passes from there. So basically I'm from there. And if I talk about my professional journey, so it's been 2 years since I have been shifted in Gurgaon, and my overall experience was amazing. Like I was hesitated to come here when I was in Pune because I'm a kind of person who like natural places, and Pune was one of among them. So that's why that was a kind of like fear I had in my mind when I came to Gurgaon. So currently I work here as a business development executive in IT domain. So basically my role is purely based on sales part. Okay. And prior to this, I was at the different places like Pune, Indore, and Mumbai. These are the places I had been there. Correct. So currently, like if I talk about my hobbies, so I'm a very like fitness enthusiastic, and I'm an athlete. I'm a runner. Exactly. So like my main motto is to join this community because I just want to improve my personality, someone where I can express myself in front of others and try to learn as much as possible from others, because this is a way where we can learn, where we can grow, and where we can lift each other's success. So that's all about me.
Great introduction, Bhavani. Welcome to the Eloquent Toastmaster Club meeting. So hope like you find your voice at this club. Thank you so much.
Sure. So it is my pleasure to be a part of this community as a guest.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, good afternoon, all of you. Myself, Sudhir Ambuskar. Basically, I'm from Kolhapur, Maharashtra. I'm recently located in relocate in Gurgaon location. Previously, I was working in Pune as a DevOps engineer. I joined in a Gurgaon-based finance company as a senior DevOps engineer. And it's been like 1 month I've been here in Gurgaon. So I love the vibe of Gurgaon, but not like the Pune. Yeah, that's true. So when he just told me there is one conference community here in Gurgaon location. So he introduced me. So let's go there and just interact with the new people. So it's been a very good journey so far.
Great. Sorry, what was your name? I think I missed it.
Sudhir Amruskar. Sudhir.
Sudhir. Okay. Yeah, welcome,
Nice.
Sudhir. Welcome, Sudhir, to the Toastmasters meeting. And I think towards the end of meeting, I think we have a good, like, we can have you to explain Mahima, like how Gurgaon is good, not bad. You seem to be liking the vibe of Gurgaon. So I think we will hold up to the last of the meeting. Yeah.
Whatever Mahima was saying, I was listening her very carefully so that I can come with some good points.
Yeah, surely. So Dikshita, do we also have another guest? Or
Yes, we do have Neha.
hi Neha. Uh, can you hear us?
Mama is coming in a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so I think till that time we can proceed to the proceed further. So for the benefit of the guest and the Toastmasters, so the typical Toastmaster meeting consists of 3 sections. Section 1 is the prepared speeches. So as the name suggests, their speakers come with the prepared speeches and they deliver speeches for 5 to 7 minutes and they are being evaluated on what they have done good and what they could do better. The second section of the meeting is the table topic master. So it is that the guests are also allowed to participate in that. So there will be spontaneous topics that will be given and the speaker will have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. And the third is the evaluation section. And as they say, like nothing can be improved without positive feedback. So that is exactly the intent of that section where the prepared speeches are evaluated from all the perspective. So these are the 3 sections. And now moving forward, I would first like to call the general evaluator for today, which is Toastmaster Dikshita. Toastmaster Dikshita, over to you.
Thank you, everybody. For today, I'll be taking the role of the general evaluator, where I'll be basically assessing the entire meeting. Okay. In order to make the meeting successful, I do have my tag teams with me. And today, the timer of the day would be playing by Toastmaster Vivek. Let's raise a hand for Toastmaster Vivek, please. Wait. I think I removed him by mistake. Oh, okay. One minute. Just 1 minute. Neha, are you there? Guess Neha, are you there?
Mama is not here.
Okay, fine. Just tell her that she needs to introduce herself, but we'll ask her later. Okay. Thank you so much. Rhythm, can you just continue with your PMOD speech before we have the other team get back to us?
Sure, Dikshita. Yeah. I think it would be helpful if someone could come on camera. It's very difficult to
Yeah. Oh, I
speak.
haven't. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Vivek has joined.
thank you so much. So Dikshita, will others also be joining, right?
Yes. Yeah. Vivek, can you
Am I
switch on
audible?
the camera? Yeah, you're audible, but
Yeah,
can't see. Okay, Vivek is
yeah,
here. Great. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. So there was network error. We can resume again.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll to perform the role, I'll use three signals. Okay. So I'll now mention the time limit for each section. For prepared speeches, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll show the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll show the yellow card, and at 7 minutes, I'll show the red card. For table topic sections, the time limit is 1 to 2 minutes. Green card, I'll show green card at 1 minute. 1.5 minutes, I'll show the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I'll show the red card. For the last section, which is evaluator section, the time limit is 2 to 3 minutes. I'll show green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2.5 minutes, and red card at 3 minutes. And once called by general evaluator at the end of the meeting, I'll show my report. And so, all the best to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivek, for the wonderful introduction. So, let's welcome Toastmaster Vivek again for playing the role of our counter.
Yeah, so I'm again for the counter role. The purpose of the counter role is to count filler words used by every speakers, so that every speakers can connect with the audience in a meaningful way. So I'll count all the filler words, which includes such as basically, all it can be your personal filler word as well. So I'll count all the filler words and share my report at the end of the meeting with the timer report as well. And so I'll suggest everyone that whenever you are out of words, you can use pauses, because using pauses make your speech much more impactful. So thank you.
Dikshita, you are
Diksha,
Thank you, Toastmaster Vivek, for the wonderful description of both the roles, our counter as well as for the timer. Now let's welcome Toastmaster Harsh. He will introduce his role as a grammarian. Big round of applause for Toastmaster Harsh.
Thank you, Dikshita. Fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, a very good morning to all of you. My name is Harsh. Today I'm in the role of grammarian. My role is to pay close attention to all the speakers and listen carefully about the usage of language, be it misuse or be it any outstanding use of. It's also my duty to introduce the word of the day and idiom of the day. Since we have three icebreaker speeches today,
So I've sort of dedicated WOD and IOD to them. So word of the day is metamorphosis. It means a process of transformation or change, especially into a better or more developed form. Idiom of the day is take the plunge, which means it means to decide to do something important or difficult, especially after thinking about it for a long time. An example usage can be by deciding to take the plunge and deliver their first icebreaker speech, our speakers begin a metamorphosis into a confident communicators. And I suggest everyone to use these words and idioms throughout your speech and recommend everyone to give a thumbs up if somebody is using it. And I will give the report at the end of this. So all the best to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh, for defining your role pretty well. So, as I'll be sharing my report at the end of the meeting. So, before we just move on, let's give a thumbs up whenever we are using the word as well as idiom of the day. And one request to Toastmaster Harsh, can you just post the word and the idiom of the day on the chat box as well so that everybody's aware? Okay. Thank you so much. And
Okay, I'm putting it in the group and writing it as well.
yes, sure, Toastmaster Harsh. Okay. Handing over the stage to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rhythm.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dikshita. Just for the benefit of our guest, I just want to quickly explain what is an icebreaker speech. So icebreaker speech is the first speech that the Toastmaster delivers. So it is the first prepared speech that any Toastmaster deliver. So that's why it's special for anyone delivering it. And today we are lucky to witness three such beautiful icebreaker speech. So without further ado, I would like to proceed to the first section of our meeting, which is the prepared speeches. So I'd like to call the first speaker of the today, which is the Toastmaster Bharti. So Toastmaster Bharti is currently working with Siemens. When she's not crunching numbers, you can find her exploring new cuisines or planning her new travel adventure. Being a professional, she has learned the importance of effective communication and leadership in making meaningful connection and achieving the goals. She's excited to be part of Toastmasters, where she feels that she can empower herself by improving her communication skills and enhancing her leadership abilities. Today, she'll be delivering her speech from the Path Presentation Mastery, Level 1 Project 1 speech, Icebreaker speech. I would first like to call the evaluator of her speech, which is Toastmaster Dikshita. Toastmaster Dikshita, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rhythm. And it was a beautiful introduction of Toastmaster Bharti. Wishing you all the best, Toastmaster Bharti. And as the icebreaker speech, so once she's done with the icebreaker speech, let's stand up and give her a big round of applause. All the best, Toastmaster Bharti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dikshita.
So over to you, Toastmaster Bharti. Topics Badhai ho, Toastmaster Bharti.
Thank you in advance, Rhythm. So, as I took the plunge long time back, so metamorphosizing the communication journey from here, from my icebreaker. Starting now. I'm more than 100% sure that this would not have happened to anybody else except for me. So 9,125 days back, that is in year 2000, the day when I was born, doctor handed me over to my nanima and said, Badhai ho. So my innocent nanima thought, then it must be a boy. That's why she said only Badhai ho. Then everybody in the family got the news that it's a boy. But obviously it's me. Things were not simple from the birth itself. Then, after half an hour, every landline number rang again and the headline changed. It's a girl. So, after some waddling, it's time for me to go to school. Like my grandparents who have crossed the river, I also crossed my street, that too on my father's bike, to reach my school. Uh, in till the 10th class, I was not so great student. I was just an average student whose tenses even were not clear. When teacher used to ask me any questions, I used to look at the person sitting beside me, raising my eyebrow in the hope of some hint for the answers. So not so great student. But there are few instances that I remember specifically from my school journey. When I was in the ninth class, there was one of the teacher who didn't like me much because anytime she looks at me, I was talking in a lecture. So one day she was just randomly asking, what do you all the students have some aspirations? What do you want to be in your life? So some wanted to be a teacher like her, some pilots and some engineers were there. Then I was the only one who wants to be a chartered accountant. After hearing my aspirations, she took a pause of 5 seconds. And meanwhile, her voice in my head was, most talkative in the class, who doesn't let anybody else study, wants to be a CA. So after the pause, she actually spoke and said, okay, but sarcastically said, not even said, sarcastically said, okay, but you know, right, how much hard work and dedication it requires. And like the most shy student ever she would ever know, I nodded, yes, ma'am. And on one fine day, I was going through the academic section of the newspaper where the results of the toppers were presented for the specific year. And my eyes caught an attention where one of the picture with XYZ name has been also printed over the newspaper that he scored 93% in class 12. And that person was son of my one of the close friend, family friend, and you would not believe what I did. I tore down his picture from the newspaper so that my parents won't see and don't think that our daughter is not doing so great. And one thing, one addition to this, that uncle has mentioned one of the family gathering to my father that Gupta ji, after seeing his hard work over the years, that Gupta ji, you are an accountant, but one day for sure your son would be a chartered accountant. So wait for that day. Then suddenly, and when I promoted to class 11 and my 11th and 12th, I started to top the class. I started to top the commerce section. I don't know, I'm not sure if I have got some extra mind or others has lose theirs, but things were good for me. So, cut to the class 12th result. I passed with flying colors. I visited the academic section of the newspaper again. I tore down again one photo, but not to destroy, and that photo is that too for me, but to get it framed. After my class 12th, I never appeared for I never went to the college, but I appeared for my C exams directly. There is one basic rule of the chartered accountants exam that you need to score at least 40 in every subject of each group. Otherwise, you would fail. If you scored 39, you fail the entire group. And you at least need to have an aggregator of 50% of the marks. So with strong belief in numerology and manifestation, I started to prepare for my CA finals. While preparing for my exams, I used to take the signals what universe has given me, what signals universe has given me. And anytime, if I'm looking at the phone, it's 1:39 p.m. If I'm taking any lecture, how much video is left? 39 minutes. Oh my God, am I going to fail? Am I going to score 39 marks in any of the subject? Then I started to manifest. Okay, these are not the negative signals. I am about to secure 39th rank in all India rank in India and in my CA finals. So, with the power of manifestations, I gave my exams, and just a day before the my result was about to be announced, I was taking a walk in my office and clicking pictures, and I mean, embracing everything. Like I am a kid today, and suddenly I'll be grown up tomorrow. But not to jinx this feeling, I called my real well-wishers and pillars of my strength, my parents, that I'm having this feeling. They were more confident than me. Cut to the last day, my result day. I was traveling back from Gurgaon to my hometown in the early morning to see the result at my home only with my parents and with my dadima. And I was just sitting in the bus, closing my eyes and smiling. I am in my own dreams even before the result has been announced. And you cannot be anytime sure of the CA results. But fortunately, my manifestation, my parents' manifestation, and everything came together, and I cleared. And then history repeated itself, and this time my mother said to my father, बधाई हो, हमारा बेटा चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बन गया. Over to you, Toastmaster Rhythm. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bharti. I must say, like, this was a wonderful speech. And I was just trying to relate, how the title is related to this speech. And the last line, justifies why you chose this title. I think it was absolutely brilliant. And for me, that part, where the picture of your friend's son, that was the turning point, the whole story. So anyways, so we'll take 1 minute, and I'll request everyone to put their comments in the group chat for the wonderful speech that Toastmaster Bharati has just delivered.
Hi guys, just one announcement I have to make since Nirdosha is not there. Can you just stick up the pictures? Yeah. Or maybe somebody can take. Bharti, you can say something on mute.
Okay.
As if you're giving a speech.
Just say my name is Bharti.
Then my mother said to my father this time, and history repeat. My mother said to my father this time, and history repeated itself. She said, "बधाई हो, हमारा बेटा चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बन गया."
Thank
And
you
for
so
this,
much.
I have posted my post on the Instagram. I clicked the photo with my father and post on the story where the people are saying, "Gupta ji, you will see," and Gupta ji like, "Okay, we'll see." And then what happened?
Yeah.
What a start.
जिंदगी की स्टार्ट देख रहे हो कैसी हुई है
What a
मेरी.
start is.
Is Dikshita on?
I go post.
अच्छा ओके हाँ.
Timer, please tell like once 1 minute is over.
It's over.
It's over.
Okay. So after this wonderful speech from Toastmaster Bharti, now let's move to our next Toastmaster. Is also going to deliver his icebreaker speech. So let's call on the stage Toastmaster Siddharth. So he's delivering his speech from Presentation Mastery. Speech level 1, speech 1. And few things about Toastmaster Siddharth. So Toastmaster Siddharth is a passionate chartered accountant who brings enthusiasm and dedication to everything he does. Currently, he works as an FPA and analyst. I don't know what it is, but we can ask him later. He has joined the Eloquent Toastmaster Club to overcome his fear of public speaking and boost his self confidence. So next, I like to call the evaluator of his speech, which is Toastmaster Rhythm, which is myself. So best of luck to you, Toastmaster Siddharth. Over to you, Toastmaster Siddharth. A mischievous child, Toastmaster Siddharth.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rhythm. Before I begin, I'd like to ask few questions for all the virtual as well as present here. Yes. So, how many of you missed your school days? Just by the raise of hand. Okay. And how many of you were backbenchers in your school days? Okay, also sometimes. Okay.
Rotation.
And how many of you were backbenchers and were very good in studies?
As I mentioned.
Okay, okay. And how many of you were backbenchers and not at all good in studies like me, like myself? Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Siddharth Harodia. By profession, I am a chartered accountant. And talking about myself, so I was born in the city of Joy, Kolkata. Within a year or so, I moved in Gurgaon, where I was brought up. My schooling happened in DAV Public School, and I must tell you, my schooling was most memorable, chapter of my entire life. I was the I was the mischievous child ever anyone can imagine. I'll give you an instance. It was, as if I'm not wrong, it was the moment of class 8th or 9th. So that time we used to use a pen of called Trimax. So the lid of the Trimax was a metallic lid. So what I used to do it. So the bench was there. So if we rub the metal over the wood, so it used to heat up a lot. So what I used to do, so while the teacher was was taking the class, so what I used to do, I used to rub it so that the metal could be extremely hot, and then without any cautious mind, I used to touch to the my same classmate who is sitting next to me, and he used to shout a lot, and then eventually I was get scolded from my teacher. And another incident was it was class 9th. So at that point of time, our science subject was has to be split into physics, chemistry, math separately. So it was three subjects at that point of time. So I was not good in studies. Okay. So what I did, so it was a midterm for us. So I scored 27 marks, but it was not a unit test. It was a midterm, so that was 27 out of 100. And I knew I'll be getting scolding from my mother, and not a regular verbal scolding, this scolding from my mother. So I was prepared for it. So I enjoyed all the remaining period. So we generally get the result in the first half before the recess. So I enjoyed. I knew, okay, I'll be getting a scolding. So why to think about it? So let's enjoy for the remaining time. So eventually the school got over. My bus brought me in the bus stop. So while returning from the my bus stop to my home, so what I did, I went to my 2 to 3 friends' place in their home and knocked and told them कि भाई 5:30 or 6 just come to my home and ask to send Siddharth to play cricket with us. Okay. So they agreed. I didn't told them the backstory, what was going to happen also. So eventually, so I danced a lot and then I went home. The moment I opened the main gate, I changed entire my personality. So where I was very happy, I extremely changed to the saddest person on that particular day, because I have to eventually tell my mother about the results. So I went. My mother, without even asking me, she knew कि marks आए हैं and it is not at all a good marks. So she directly asked how much marks. I told her like within deep sorrow that 27 marks I, and she then came closer to me and then she gave me her blessing, three blessings. I still remember she gave me, and I started crying. Then I went to the washroom. I got fresher up, and in the washroom I was actually dancing and laughing silently because I knew my mother's scolding is over now. It's all a routine day for me. So I danced, and eventually I came again. I was full of sadness, and then I started studying that time, or pretended to be studying. So eventually 5:30, 6 o'clock happened. So my friends started coming and calling me. So the first friend came. So he asked my mother, "Can you please send Siddharth to play cricket with us?" My mother strictly said, "No, we cannot send. He'll be studying, and from now onwards he'll not come to play cricket with us." Then eventually second friend came. Then third. So eventually at the third uh, call of my friend, my mother eventually sent me to
play cricket ki, okay, you can play cricket for half an hour and after that you can, study for whole day. So eventually, so this was still class 12th. I was a very mischievous child. But after 12th, I enrolled myself again into chartered accountancy. I don't know why, but yeah, I enrolled myself, and somehow the mischievous child inside me was not there. I would say the mischievous child was dead for some time. I was altogether a serious boy who used to study, who used to go to articleship, who used to go to office, does his work. Maybe because I was not getting that environment to engage myself. I thought now I'm a totally a serious person. Then my chartered accountancy result came. I became chartered accountant. Okay. Then my first job, Hyderabad. And I must tell you, Hyderabad chapter was altogether a different chapter for me. It was like I used to stay in my PG, and there was not any weekend where we didn't do any kind of mischievous things, whether it is like waxing my friend's leg without any reason, or calling or waking up my friends. During the weekends, they used to sleep a lot. Instantly waking them and playing the cards. We have a lot of reels in my Instagram channel. So the Hyderabad chapter was amazing. So eventually I came to know, no, the child inside me, the who is looking for fun, who is looking to irritate and everyone is still alive. So that's the point I wanted to convey. Thank you everyone for bearing with me. Over to you, Toastmaster Rhythm.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Siddharth. I think again an amazing icebreaker speech. I think lot of journey ending up in the CA, chartered accountancy. So I think we will all take 1 minute to give comments on Toastmaster Siddharth icebreaker speech. And one thing I really loved about your speech is Toastmaster Siddharth, was the scolding and blessing he got from his mom, and the science he showed was like this was the blessing I got. so, so but yeah, it was amazing. I think you narrated your personal stories, making it very personal. So some of the comments. So Vivek is writing, amazing speech, very engaging, well drafted and delivered. Badhaiyo. I think he was mischievous child, but anyways.
Actually, I wrote it for Bhati.
Okay, this was for oh, and so so you have to shift this. Siddharth, for you from Saurav, well done Siddharth, आपको भी बधाई हो. Toastmaster Bharti is writing, Siddharth, amazing speech. Keep getting the blessing from your mother. Is Toastmaster Siddharth present in the room? I think he has left, right?
Yeah.
He stepped out.
Yeah. Timer, let us know once 1 minute is over.
Yeah, it's over.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's move ahead to our third Toastmaster of the day, who is going to again present his icebreaker speech. He's the Toastmaster Saurav. So Toastmaster Saurav has been has been part of this club before I even joined this club, and I have seen the growth journey that he has shown, right? So he is actually embodies that if you want to do something, you have to dedicate yourself and you will ultimately achieve that. the way he has shown the trajectory of growth by taking up different roles and taking up the willingness to, try out the things is really amazing. So, welcome Toastmaster Saurav. So, he's going to present his speech from the Path Presentation Mastery, Level 1, Project 1. So, I would first like to call the evaluator of his speech, which is Toastmaster Pallavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vidhan. So I got an opportunity to introduce Saurav, and few things about Saurav. Saurav is amazing cook. Soon he would cook something for all of us. Hopefully, he loves dogs. He's an animal lover. He loves dogs. I don't know if he has one. And as a job profile, he is a security analyst at Secure Strike, and he loves to explore about cybersecurity. Saurav would be presenting an icebreaker speech from Presentation Mastery Level and Project 1. And I would let Toastmaster Rhythm reveal the title of the speech for Toastmaster Saurav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pallavi. So, Toastmaster Saurav, life is not a straight line. Life is not a straight line, Toastmaster Saurav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pallavi and Toastmaster Rhythm, for introducing me. Before I start my icebreaker, I have a question to all of you. Please raise hands if you experience in your life. Have you ever felt life throw challenges at you again and again, but later you realize every single of them is happened for a reason? Yeah. Thank you so much. So, so good afternoon, my dear guests and my dear fellow Toastmasters. I am Saurav, and today I will represent the. Okay. I will give my icebreaker speech. When I was in first standard, I was just returning home from school. On the street, a man carrying a large rectangular glass. I don't know how or why. I just accidentally hit my right hand on the sharp edge of the glass. My skin tissue got damaged badly. I could clearly see the bone of the hand, and but I did not cry. I just stood there and silently staring at my hand. Fast forward to the fourth standard. Summer holidays were on, and I was just chilling at home watching my favorite cartoons, Doraemon, Ben 10. But a horrible day was waiting for me. That evening, while moving from balcony to kitchen, I slipped. My right hand got land on the hot oil. Within a second, I screamed, genuinely thought, this is my hand. The pain was enormous. That day, I learned what real pains feel like. After that incident, my hand looked different. Sometimes pink, sometimes white, sometimes black, totally different. After my vacation, the school reopened. I was excited to see my friends, but come shock, my classmate refused to shake hands with me. They look at my hand and say, "Ew." It really hurt. As you child, you crave connection. You want to feel normal, but instead, I felt isolated. With times, things slowly came back to normal, and strangely I began developing an interest in cooking. By the seventh standard, I actually start cooking, and one of the best thing I ever discovered. In the beginning, my chapatis were shaped like Japan, Africa, China, etc., etc. But I keep improving, making dishes like aloo paratha, chicken curry, momos, pakoras, and more. And all of the biggest supporter of all of this is my mother. She tastes every single dish I make and proudly call our relatives. सौरभ ने आज ये खाना बनाया अभी से मेरा बच्चा खाना बनाना सीख गया है. From then till now, she tastes every food I made. So I decided after 12 I want to be a chef. I appeared for entrance exam. I cleared it and got an institute in Dehradun. But God had other plans for me. Due to delay in document verification, my seat got cancelled. All the hard work wiped out in within a second. I was devastated. I just cut myself from the outer world. No friends, no social media. Just me and my and me and the room. And I think let's switch the field. Being from arts background, we have limited options. BSc, BA, BEd, not excited to me. After much research, I found BCA that clicked me. Then again I researched about best BCA college. Found a college in Bangalore. I gave the interview and cleared it. But again, cleared it. But again, God had different plans for me. My mother said, how will you live alone so far? After many discussions, I let it go. I took admission in Gurgaon. After a few months, my mother made an accident. Her wrist got fractured. That time I was in the lecture. I just heard my mother made an accident. I rushed to the hospital within 30 minutes. That night, I think about what if I was in Bangalore, I could not reach on time. That lesson taught me everything happens for a reason. During my second semester, I heard Toastmaster Sagu started his company. Despite knowing my communication was not good enough, he gave me a chance, and then he told me about Toastmaster. He also told me, sort of, internet you can find a lot of topics. Choose one topic every day, make a video for 1 to 2 minutes, and send it to me. I did it regularly for first and 2 weeks. I did, but after this, I was busy with my study, my works. Later, Toastmaster Sagar shared my number with Toastmaster Vishal. He added me in the guest group. In January, I joined meetings, online meetings, 2 3 times, but due to shyness, and I was so afraid that I joined meeting late and leaving meeting within a 13 and within a 10 15 minutes, always keeping my camera off. The reason I was so afraid, if someone tell me, "Hi Saurav, please turn on your camera and introduce yourself." Then one day, Toastmaster Sagar told me, communication and confidence are more important than you have skills. Your skill will go unnoticed if you don't have communication and confidence. Some peoples have are born with confidence, and others have to build it. Don't fear sorrow. We all are humans. That sentence changed me, and next day I joined Toastmasters as a guest. First day I met Vivanshu and then Sarat. The first day of meeting was too, too, too horrible, like for me, because I was too nervous. I could not give my introduction standing in the stage. I just gave my introduction. Where what's your name, brother? Sudeep. Video sitting. I just sitting there and gave my introduction. And after the meeting, Sharad came to me and tell me, Saurav, past 2 years I was just like you. Now I am the president of the club. That hit me. He also tell me, if you do meetings regularly, you can change the your confidence and communication improve. I did it. I joined regularly. I came regularly and take participate in timer roll, because timer roll is very easy. You can build your like starting in Toastmaster. Before and uh, in June there is a like election message, and people are putting their name for nomination. And both Dikshita and Sharad told me, sorry, you can take Sa role, because Sa is the person who start a meeting with confident. If you start a meeting, who bring logistic for the meetings, and he is the first one who will speak among all of the people. So I decided to become a star, and I put my name on the star role. And before becoming a star, I gave my two star speech. The first day of star speech when I gave, it was so horrible for me. When I was standing, I was just reading the script. My whole body was shivering, and I'm studying every after two or three words. I don't know what chemical locha is happening on my body. After becoming a star, Ashish told me, Saurav, I want to discuss with you something. Please call me at the evening. I call him. He tell me magic masala how to improve your communication. He tell me, when you're on the stage, don't use mobile phones for the script. If you have the script, just put right on the notebook, or you can take print out and use them. When you on the stage, don't rush on the. You have to speak. Come, take a deep breath, and then start. And always enjoy the stage. If you're studying, it's no matter. Everybody stuck in their speech. And That's all the journey, and this all my the metamorphosis. And thank you all for being my journey. Over to you,
What a wonderful speech that is, Toastmaster Saurav. I think it was such an inspiring journey, and
Thank you.
like as I have said repeatedly, right? You always inspire me. So what a confidence, and congratulations on completing your first, delivering your first icebreaker journey. So I would request everyone to share their comments for Toastmaster Saurav's speech in the chat.
Rhythm, if you don't mind, can I say?
Yes,
Sorry,
yes.
sit. Yeah,
Rhythm,
sure.
if you
Yeah. So Toastmaster Saurav, Siddharth is writing, Badhai ho Saurav. Toastmaster Bharti is writing, Saurabh, amazing speech. You have come a long way and many more opportunities are waiting for you. Best wishes to you.
thank you.
Toastmaster Harsh is writing, it feels like the word metamorphosis was created for Saurav. Amazing speech, truly inspiring.
Thank you so much.
Nice.
Vivek is writing, Saurav, brilliant speech, very inspiring journey. So a lot of good
Thank you.
comments people are writing. Uh, okay, timer, please let us know once 1 minute is over.
It's done. Yeah.
Okay. So with this, we wrap up the first section of our meeting. I have a lot of things to discuss about office politics also, but in interest of time, we'll switch to the next section of the meeting, which is the table topics. So I'd like to call the table topic master for today's meeting, which is Toastmaster Pallavi.
Hello, morning, fellow Toastmasters. Morning again. So, are you guys ready for the adventure of the table topic?
Yes.
Yes.
It's definitely most thrilling part of the Toastmaster because it gives you adrenaline rush. It makes you think on your feet, and it's definitely very challenging because if you see our speakers, they generally prepare a speech, rehearse it, and then come and deliver it. But for table topic, it's different. You don't get a chance to prepare, you don't get a chance to practice. So, whatever you're thinking on the stage, you're speaking it loud. That's the most challenging thing about table topic, and that's what makes it interesting. So, for the table topic this time, I have chosen a topic about travel. Who loves to travel here? Please raise your hand. At least I do. And I could see a lot of hand raised. That's a great thing. Perfect. Let's get started. Let's fasten your seat belts and let's start with table topic focused on travel. So who is going first? Please, please announce your name.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Bhavani.
Bhavani. Okay.
Bhavani. Yeah.
Bhavani,
Yeah.
here's the topic for you. Bhavani, if you could take a free ticket to anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
I couldn't get you. Come again.
If you could take a free ticket to anywhere in the world, where would you go
Free
and
Wait,
why?
tickets.
wait. Okay. So that's a interesting topic.
Yes.
Let me think more at 5 seconds. I will come back. Yeah, sure. Okay. Shall I start?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So, one question I would like to ask to everyone: if I like, why someone gives you free ticket? Any reason? Why?
They have a
They
lot of
have
money.
Any other reason?
They're mad.
Like
He or she likes you.
oh yeah.
They want to see your wish come true.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Mainly.
Okay. So I tell you, be practical because these all things are hypothetical.
Sponsorships.
Okay. So nobody gives you any kind of free thing except Gyan in our country. Okay. So, but still, like this is a situation, so you put me in the shoes. So let me try my best. Okay. So if someone gave me a free ticket, so I would like to visit one of the most wonderful country in the world, that is Japan. The reason why I have chosen Japan because it is a full of culture, full of feelings, experiences, and there are a lot of things you can learn from them. Okay, so when we whenever we discuss about the traveling, so one thought comes in our mind, that is we will be enjoying. But how? The reason being when we enjoy, so if I talk about my personal opinion, when you travel, so you will learn a lot of things. First thing, you will get to know different cultures. You will get to know about the different people where you interact with them, try to learn their values, their ethics, how they are responsible to each and others. Okay, so these are the things I would like to explore. Places like Japan. Second thing, the people are very hardworking. Hardworking irrespective of your work or respecting of giving you too much time. That's not a hard work. Okay. Hard work means you have to connect your mind as well as your soul to the place to get your work done. So that's one of the most important thing I got to know from about that city of one of a very famous book, Ikigai. So that thing I would want to learn from that country. So that's all.
Thank you so much. I would also like to announce the timing. The table topic round, every speaker will get a chance to speak from 1 to 2 minutes, maximum at 2.5 minutes. Uh, the timer will show the red card. It means that you have time out your speaking time. So make sure that at least speak from at least 1 minute and maximum of 2.5 minutes. Okay, thank you so much. Who is going next?
Hello everyone, Sudhir this side.
Sudhir. Okay, Sudhir, this is a topic for you. Sudhir, do you prefer solo traveling or group traveling, and why?
Yeah. So before talking to this topic, I thank you for everyone for being here, and thank you my friend Bhavani, and who introduced me all of you. So I choose this topic traveling as solo developer, solo or in a group or in a part of a group. So I prefer to travel in a group because whenever you are traveling in a solo, you have a lot of things to explore, but you can't enjoy the things that you are exploring besides you. So there is like you crack any jokes, so there is no one to laugh on your joke. So you have to try out some new things or new dishes. So there was no one to give you their like feedbacks or so this thing was good, we are experiencing here, it is good or not. So I'm preferring to travel with my friends because in when I was in Pune, so there was like a very like places like trekking scenes are there. So there are many forts. So I used to travel with my college mates and office mates when I get the time. So in that time, I make a group. So I came across with my college mates, and we used to go on Saturday Sundays on trekking. So at that time. And that time we like enjoy the journey, we avoid the taking the any vehicles to went for to the top of the fort. So we used to walk instead of taking any vehicle. So in that 5 to 7 kilometers of journey, we enjoy our conversation. So we enjoy the new things, and we explore the new path to reach the top of the mountain. So in that particular way, we crack like lot of the unfiltered jokes. So because whenever you are with your childhood friends or in your college mates, you don't think that much to like how could I say this. So there is no filter when you are with your the close one friends. So I prefer to visit with group in that case. Also, I used to eat some non-veg food. So in that particular sense, I want to explore the new things around the cities and around the particular new area. So I call out my call out my friends to just went there and had some new things. So in that scenario, basically there are one or two friends. So I reach out them to go some new places and enjoy particular new non-veg dish. So I usually prefer in group in that case. And whenever in traveling, whenever you are in the group in whenever you are going in particular place and you are traveling with a bus or taking a commute. So in that bus as well, whenever you go as a solo, you get to know the different kind of people, but you can't relate. So you get experience from them, you get to know where they from, and you can just get the information. But whenever you are in your close one group and you are traveling in the one bus, the memory of that particular bus or the vibe of that particular bus is quite different than you can travel a solo. So the your you get your mind free, and the you cherish that moments when you are in that particular bus, because everyone knows your personality, everyone knows how you deal with this joke, or you take it as seriously, or you laugh at that particular joke. So particularly in the group scenario, I used to travel in a group bus or any that scenario as well. That's it. Thank you very much.
In interest of time, we will take only two more topics because we are already running late. So, who is going next? If you haven't spoken today in this meeting, please come forward and speak. I could see a hand raise. Mahima. Okay, so Mahima, I would request you to please switch on your camera while speaking, at least. Thank you. And you're on mute. Okay, so Mahima, here is a topic for you. What What's the most unusual food you have tried while traveling? What's the most unusual food you have tried while traveling? Mahima.
Yeah, so I'll start. So I am a travel freak for sure. I love to travel. I am a very spontaneous person also. If I'm sitting in a cafe with my friends, we'll suddenly decide that let's go somewhere. Life has become very boring, and we like I remember like in June only we went on a very spontaneous trip to Shimla, and it was like we were in a cafe. We were just chatting, and then we decided, and next day was Monday, and we had our own meetings and everything, but like college students, very recklessly we just booked a bus and we went. And as food is part of every trip, so we decided to try Pahari food. I just forgot the name of the dish that we actually ate. It was like a total Himachali thali. And because I am a vegetarian, so the options are very limited as to what I can eat and everything. So in that Himachali thali only there was, like some aloo sabzi and everything. And I am not a person who experiments with food. I like to have some constants in my life, and food is one of those things. I can't try new dishes, and if I love you, I will try a new dish for you. That's it. That's me pushing my boundaries. So because of my friends, I had that Himachali thali, and some of those things were basic, and two three recipes were like, I don't know. It was like there was some sweet dish, and it was a fermented milk or something. I don't know, but yeah, it didn't just taste right to me. And I know it's my shortcoming that I'm not a good experimenter with food, but yeah, still I would say that yeah, we should experiment with food if you can, but I'm just not that person. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Who is going next? I think Neha hasn't spoken in this whole meeting. So Neha, if you're there, I would request you if you can come forward. I think anybody else from the room?
I can go.
Please go ahead. Here is your topic. Have you ever experienced cultural shock while traveling? Have you ever experienced cultural shock while traveling?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So honestly, I didn't feel any much cultural shock because I didn't much travel yet. I have been to Goa, Andaman, some hill stations. So I can share one example where I felt that. So I was in Andaman with my wife, of course, after marriage. So I'm a vegetarian, turned to vegetarian after I going to gym. Okay, so but yeah, I don't I avoid non-veg food. So once I was in Andaman. So I was in Andaman. Mostly people are from south, and they love non-veg dishes. So whenever I used to go to a restaurant, they always have a good option in non-veg. So in vegetarian, they have options, but they don't taste very well. Okay. And another cultural shift I felt that I and my wife decided to have a drink because she didn't start it. So I think that yeah, we should try. So in Gurgaon, generally we get too much options, and while I was in Andaman, I was in a line. Like I was uh, like, trying for in a line of 100 people for a drink. So it was something different for me. And when I go to a barber, and he was like South Indian movie actor Anna, who was cutting hairs, long hair. So it was a feeling that something is different. Okay, and he get a I got a new look there, which I was not expecting, and I was crying at the time. So yeah, it was a cultural shift I felt. Thank you.
So we are at 1:08. I think I have some time to take one more last topic. Is anybody coming on stage? It's gonna be an interesting topic.
You want? Okay, I can go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi everyone, again.
Hello. So here is the topic for you. If you were a travel blogger, what would you first post about? If you're a new travel blogger, what would you first post about?
What would be my first post about this?
Yes.
Okay, so that's quite a coincidence because recently, only 2 or 3 days ago, I posted a reel on my Instagram that is related to traveling only. I went to Mount Abu and Udaipur, Jaipur, covering Rajasthan, and I made a reel about it. When I'm going, if I'm a vlogger, I will try to capture every shade of any place. It should be food, the people there, local people, how they are living their normal life, not just tourist places. Tourist places are something that is all over the internet, flooded with HD quality images and videos. But I would like to show something that is not that is not present everywhere on the internet. I will try to ask some people how their life truly is. How is their life when there are less tourists over there? How do they manage themselves? So something like this, I would try to capture. And in addition to that, maybe I will try to capture some close shots of foods also that can attract more people. And yeah, this is how I will try to capture the vlog.
Thank you everyone for active participation. Now it's my time to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Rhythm.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Pallavi. I think let's give a round of applause for Toastmaster Pallavi for organizing this wonderful table topic section. Uh, Now, I think, as promised earlier, before we proceed to the final section, evaluation section, anyone who would like to tell Mahima Gurgaon is not bad? We'll just take 1 minute. I think we are already going short of time, but just 1 minute.
Sure. So, hi Mima. Hope you are doing well. As right as rain.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Yes, sure. So, my first thing I would like to ask you, like, what sorts of thing you didn't like in Gurgaon at all?
So basically, I don't like the concept of existing in the first place. I think because like what is there? There is no culture in now. It's like a replica of a city with a lot of malls and yeah, you can say a lot of infrastructure that is also limited in a very small area. But yeah, you don't have many things to do. It's just like I don't know what to say at this point. I'm so sorry to offend you.
No issue. That is completely fine because why? Because I could feel the situation when I was in Gurgaon and I was very new for, and it was a very like a metaphorical situation for me. I was a kind of person who love natural places and connect with the people and like talk to people as much as possible. Okay, so but the same thing when I came down to Gurgaon, the same thing whatever you are feeling right now, same situation I had, and I could feel like I can say I could have sympathy for you. Okay, so first thing, whenever we want to enjoy, so first thing we need to understand ourselves, like what kind of personality we are, whether are we introverted or extrovert. Okay, second thing, when we visit any new city, so there are two aspects of everything, positive as well as negative. So you need to embrace the things which can make you feel secure, make you feel comfortable,
Sorry,
and make
sorry,
you feel.
sorry to pause you, Bhavani. Actually, we are going short of time. So very specific two, three things that you like about Gurgaon, right? So
Okay.
sorry to
Sure.
interrupt you.
So
Yeah.
if you want to like enjoy, if you want to enjoy talking to people, there are so many communities you can join with them. Suppose you are you like dancing, so you can join any of the dancing group where you will get the people. They have a lot of thing in common. Okay. Second thing, if you're a kind of like foodie person, so just try to start your own vlogs. Just try to like engage as much as possible in yourself. That's
Okay.
a simple mantra.
So you are liking the communities and food in Gurgaon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I think this could be a good topic for, another session. And we need a big time for this, How do we all feel about Gurgaon? But thank you so much, guest Bhavani, for sharing your views. So with this, let's
Thank you.
move to the final section of the meeting, which is the evaluation section. And for that, I would like to call the general evaluator for today. And she's also, managing, I don't know, number of roles she is managing. But let me call on the stage Toastmaster Dikshita, who is also playing the role of general evaluator today.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Okay. So before I move on, so today I'm the general evaluator as well as I'm the evaluator of this first speaker as well. So let's evaluate the first speaker. So Bharti, first of all, big congratulations for your speech. Bharti, can you please come on the stage, please?
Yes.
Huh. First of all, big congratulations on your speech, Bharti. So yesterday, when I actually read your titles, I was wondering what is Badhai Ho. I really wanted to drop your text. Like, I really liked the titles, but I thought it will be very lame because I was quite intrigued and confused also. So, but morning when I heard your topic, I was blown away. I love the sarcastic part. The way you mentioned, how can she be a CA? How can a talkative girl be a CA? The way you kept the expressions, that was spot on. Your emotions were shown through, especially the dramatic part. पढ़ाई हो लड़की हो गई like wow again I really appreciate the fact that I think most of us have done that part that literally we have not shared the marks of this friend who has scored better than us and in your case you actually have told the paper of Gupta ji ka beta who have scored more marks than you. So your confidence, your voice clarity, your expressions were spot on. Only one recommendation for you that when you're giving the speech your hands were a bit closed. Okay, you could have kept your hands free, or maybe you have expressed it like "बधाई हो," but लड़का हो गया, but लड़की हो गई. Okay, towards the end also you would have said like "बधाई हो and the CA now." Like the way you said you posted everything with your dad. Okay, you could have at least little bit of more emotions with your hands maybe. Okay. And secondly, I know there's a limited space, but there's still a space to use. You can have just move a little bit here and there. Should be more interaction. The way you said it was good, but then you were standing at one point only. Okay, you could have just a little bit used the stage. Otherwise, confidence, amazing, voice clarity, amazing, and your title was blown away. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Let me now call upon the next evaluator for the second speech. Let's welcome Toastmaster Rhythm for evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Siddharth.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dikshita. So, Siddharth, first of all, congratulations on delivering your first icebreaker speech. And I think it was a wonderful speech. And the way you started, right? You ask questions. It gets the interaction of everyone. So when people raise their hand, you everyone have everyone involved in that. So I think that was great thing about your speech. Second, I love the confidence, the way with which you narrated your incidents throughout the life, and those were based on the real life, right? Not fabricated ones. So you try to tell the stories from your childhood to build up your narrative. So I think that was another good part of your speech. Thirdly, you were also trying to bring in the elements to justify the title of your speech, a mischievous child. And why you are being a mischievous child, so you're trying to narrate that whole picture. So I think that was very commendable. uh, and some of the humor that you bring in, with your mother blessings, her scoldings, I think that was cherry on the cake. adding, always increasing the engagement of audience. So few points that you can improve your speech. So one is, I felt you were like having the to and fro motion on this stage. If you could sync this motion with the speech narrative, right, it could go more well with what you are narrating in your speech. So that was first point I felt. And second was, maybe you can also try to bring in some voice modulation. I think you were uh, doing it at a consistent pace. Maybe having some voice modulation will increase the effectiveness of your speech. But overall, it was a great speech, and congratulations on completing your icebreaker speech once again. Thank you. Over to you,
Thank you.
Toastmaster Dikshita.
Okay. So now let's welcome our third evaluator, Toastmaster Pallavi, who has evaluated the speech of Toastmaster Saurav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dikshita. So, Saurav, first of all, congratulations for completing your icebreaker. You have played multiple
Thank you so
roles
much.
today. It must be challenging, but you did everything so well. Congratulations and well done. The topic,
Thank you so much.
the topic today, life is not a straight line. You, throughout your speech, you described it well. You backed it up with a lot of examples. When your hand was broken, you felt isolated, but you didn't give up. You took cooking and you became best at it. The same way, when you didn't get a job in Bangalore, you stayed in Gurgaon. You you had a reason that even after you staying in Gurgaon, you were with your mother, taking care of her. You gave a lot of examples around your headline, your title, which was well done, which was really well done.
Thank you.
The only thing I feel is that I think it's very obvious, it's very natural to be nervous when you're talking on a stage. I think it was little obvious when you were speaking. You were speaking very fast, and I could feel that you were a little nervous. Like you were speaking very fast. That could be a sign. Generally speaking, fast is a sign of nervousness. So even if you're not nervous, I would say slow down a little, take pauses, introduce pauses because it will take your speech to the next level. A little bit of voice modulation would also help, and eventually it's gonna make your speech even better. And the best thing about you is that your hand gesture, it comes very naturally to you. When you're speaking, you're moving, you're engaging audience, you're looking at people, making eye contact, using your hand gesture. That was the best part about your speech. I liked it. And congratulations and all the best for your future. A little bit of tweak here and there. You will be a speaker. You started your journey with essay but it's gonna be a long and very beautiful, rewarding journey for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abhay.
Dikshita, you're on.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Pallavi, for such a detailed evaluation report for Toastmaster Saurav. So let's now move on to the next section. So let's welcome Toastmaster Vivek, who would be sharing the report of the timer as well as the hour counters. So let's big round of applause for Toastmaster Vivek.
Thank you, Double Evaluator. So I'll first present my timer's report. Toastmaster Bharti used 5 minutes 50 seconds. Toastmaster Siddharth used 6 minutes 55 seconds. So Toastmaster Saurav used 8 minutes. For table topic sections, Toastmaster guest Bhavani used 2 minutes 20 seconds. Guest Sudhir used 4 minutes 25 seconds. Guest Mahima used 1 minute 50 seconds. Uh, Toastmaster Vivek used 2 minutes 13 seconds. Toastmaster Harsh used 58 seconds. Toastmaster for evaluation section, Toastmaster Rishita used 2 minutes. Toastmaster Rhythm used 1 minute 50 seconds. And at last, I missed for Toastmaster Pallavi.
Almost 2 minutes.
Almost, it was almost 2 minutes. Yeah. So for account report, I'll begin with Toastmaster. Yeah. So Toastmaster Bharati used so five more than 5 times, one time. Toastmaster Siddharth used so more than 5 times and 3 times. Toastmaster Solar used so 2 times. Table talking master Pallavi used more than 5 times. Guest Bhavani used so for more than 5 times. Guest Mahima used so 4 times, one time. Vivek used so 3 times and 2 times. General evaluator Dikshita used so one time, and the last guest Sudhir used so more than 5 times and more than 5 times. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vivek, for sharing sharing the detailed report for timer as well as our counter. And before I move on, to call upon the next Toastmaster, I would just like to highlight that today we were looking for our counter role. And thank you, Vivek Toastmaster, that he took up the role at the last minute. A big round of applause for him for taking up the role. Now let's welcome Toastmaster Harsh, who'll be sharing the grammarian report with us.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dikshita. So finally, all the speakers have taken their plunge, and hope in this metamorphosis, we all will grow together and shine together. So now coming to the report, in summary, I will say the overall communication was really good. The best thing was it was an icebreaker speech, so speeches were coming out right from the core of their heart. So it was properly communicated. Some of the outstanding use of words that I will highlight first, then I will come to the misuse parts. So, in the few words that I think is very ubiquitous in our life, we can use it often. Scapegoat by Toastmaster Rhythm, and Toastmaster Bharati, crossed the river, aspirations, tore down, manifestation, and the most favorite part of mine was jinx the feeling. This is something that we can use a lot. Cut to the last day. If you want to skip a lot of process, you can cut to the chase or cut to the last day. Toastmaster Siddharth, three blessings, freshened up, mischievous. It was used by you 3 times. So yeah. The child inside me. Toastmaster Saurabh, summer holidays. This strike a chord in my heart because we all can relate to this. From Del till now, God has different plans for me. Everything happens for a reason. And the last one, but not the least one, communication and confidence are really important skills. Some are born with it, and some of us has to build it. Now, coming to the misuse of the language, I would summarize it in these 2 points only: verb forms and sentence structure. Like, I would encourage everyone to go through the verb forms. As we know in English, there are 3 verb forms. Example: go, went, gone, read, wrote, write, wrote, written. So if we can take care of this will really correct our grammar. This is a mistake that I have observed in most of the speeches, and I hope we will correct it in the next speeches. For example, till the class 10th. So either it should be class 10 or 10th class. Universe has given me. Universe is giving me, or it can be universe has given me. I am about to secure a rank of All India rank 39. It can be simply I secured a rank of 39 or I secured All India rank of 39. So this rank and All India rank is sort of redundant. That can be reduced. You cannot anytime be sure about CA results. You can never be sure about CA results. Uh, I moved in Gurgaon. The better form can be I moved to Gurgaon. In is used for closed spaces. My school was, it was the moment of 8th class. So when you are using moment, it is particular point in time. It's much more granular. Here you are talking about a phase of your life. So you can use, uh, it was during the time of my class 8 or something like this, not the word moment. In the bus stop, it can be replaced by at the bus stop. I didn't told them. I didn't tell them. Here comes the verb forms. 5:36 a.m. happened. It was 5:36 p.m. or the clock struck 5:36 p.m. So one more. Real pains feels like. Real pain feels like. So in pain and feels, the second form, plural form are used. So either one of them should be singular. I start cooking. I started cooking. Devastated. It should be devastated. He gave me a chance. He gave me a chance. So if you can observe, the most of them will span in these two buckets: the sentence structuring and verb form. So yeah, I hope from next time we'll take care of this. And thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harsh, for taking up the grammarian role. And this is his debut performance. You did a commendable job, and definitely looking forward to seeing you grow in your future roles. So before I share my detailed report, as I'm playing both the role, the PO and the general evaluator, so I'm going to club the role in time in keeping the paucity of the time. Okay. So first of all, I like to congratulate Rhythm for taking up the role of Timon. Like to share a small story. Just bear with me for 1 minute. So yesterday, while I was discussing the role with Rhythm for the Timon, I told him that's a transitional role. So you basically have to introduce all the speakers, nothing much. Okay. And but today, he completely surprised me. He not only came prepared, but he also actually brought a topic, a theme that we all resonate with. So big round of applause for Toastmaster Rhythm for that extra effort he made today. Thank you so much. Toastmaster Pallavi, absolutely love the way you introduced the table topic segment. Your energy and clarity really set the tone, and the topics were so much relatable. Thank you so much. Now let's move on to the table topic speakers. So first, I'll start with guest Bhavani. Congratulations for taking up the topic. You began with a question that actually instantly hooked the audience. Your delivery was powerful and your message resonated well. Guest Sudhir, well done on stepping up. You appeared quite confident and your voice clarity was excellent. Keep it up. Guest Mahima, congratulations again for taking up the challenge and you spoke straight from the heart and it truly showed. Toastmaster Vivek, I have no recommendation, nothing. The only thing I really love the way we're very honest with this particular line that I was a vegetarian turned into vegetarian because of Jim. Such an honest and humorous revelation. And your storytelling was beautifully done and very engaging. Toastmaster Harsh, the way you handled the topic today, it felt like you already knew the topic. A very natural and thoughtful response. So well done to all the table topic speakers. Evaluator Rhythm, kudos to you for taking up the evaluator role as well. And a big round of applause since it was a debut performance. You followed the CRC approach quite well, which is commendation, suggestion, and recommendation. Toastmaster Pallavi, thank you for handling the role so effectively. You too followed the CRC approach and you gave a very meaningful feedback for Toastmaster Saurav, who was really nervous, but great job, Pallavi. And big round of applause for all these speakers who actually gave their first speech that's icebreaker. And the voting link has been shared. Please vote for your favorite role players. And meanwhile, I'll just take the feedback from Mahima. Mahima, can you just switch on your camera and let us know how did you feel about these? How did you feel about the meeting and all?
Yeah, sure. So I hope I am visible and audible.
Yes, yes, you are.
Yeah, so it was an amazing experience. I got to learn and I don't remember the name, but one of the guests said, right, that building a community also brings you closer to family. So I think that this group is also like a good community where people want to improve, want to learn from each other, and bring out the best in themselves. So I think it was a good start to the day today, and yeah, getting to know about people's experiences, learning about their life experiences, how Bharati also mentioned about her own life journey, and like starting and proving oneself when no one believes in you. There are so many things we can learn from each and everyone, right? So it was a good, insightful meeting, and I'm happy with the experience I had today.
Thank you so much, Mahima, for sharing your feedback, and definitely will look forward for your attending more meetings. Meanwhile, Bhavani, can you just let us know how did you feel about the meeting? And reminder to all of you, please vote for your favorite role players, please.
Sure, sure. So actually, I have attended like a couple of meetings earlier, like other part of other groups. Okay, so this is my first meeting. My experience was wonderful, and there are so many things where we can learn from it. And the one thing I felt here, which is very similar to me, because the people whom I wanted to interact with or like connect with, so I should feel like I should have felt like everybody should be should be in like on upper level, lower level at your manager, like your level of people. So this thing I found out like much more effective, because this group has something different, which is the different level of people. Okay, so I would say so overall experience. Was good. The one thing I would like to I would like to add a feedback, that is whenever we mention like location, so try to like add there a link as well, like where I can directly click there and just simply come to the place. That's Google Map. Yeah, Google Map. Yeah.
Yes, nice
Yes,
suggestion.
yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bhavani, for attending the meeting and giving us a suggestion. We'll take care of that. And next, we do have a guest, Sudhir. Sudhir, can we hear from you, please?
Hello everyone.
Yeah, please.
Thank you for conducting this meeting, and it's been good to talking to all of you and get to know the how to speak, communicate, and improving our communication skill and public speaking skills as well. And this community gives us opportunity to interact with the different kind of people from a very different sector. Like some came from the cyber security, some from the CA, some from the other other department. So it's a great opportunity to came here. Thank you.
Thank you, Sudhir, for coming and joining a meeting on a Saturday morning. And let's now announce the favorite role players. Okay, the best auxiliary role player, timer Vivek, Brahminian Toastmaster Harsh, our counter Toastmaster Vivek. Any guesses? Grammarian Toastmaster Harsh. Can somebody please take a picture of me and Harsh? Harsh, can I see you on the screen, please? Yeah. Okay, I think I have to take the picture. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Mahima, can you just take a... Okay, I'll take the picture. 1 minute. Harsh, essay. 1 minute, Harsh. 1 minute, 1 minute. Yes. 1 minute, one more. Okay, not that great anyways. Okay. So now let's move on to the next. Best role player, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rhythm, table topic speaker, Table topic master, Toastmaster Pallavi, and general evaluator, Toastmaster Dakshita.
Toastmaster rhythm.
Toastmaster Rhythm. Yeah, but he's not here, so we'll just move to the next section. Okay. Next is best prepared speech speaker, Toastmaster Bharti, Toastmaster Siddharth, Toastmaster Saurav.
Bharti.
Toastmaster Bharti, yes.
This one?
Yeah, this one, okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'll just click a picture. Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah. Thank you. So let's move on to the next segment is best table topic speaker, guest Bhavani, guest Sudhir, guest Mahima, Toastmaster Vivek, Toastmaster Harsh.
Guest Bhavani.
Guest Bhavani, yes.
This one left, right.
Yeah, yeah. Congratulations, Bhavani.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you
we
so
are done
much.
with the photo. Yes. Best evaluator, Toastmaster Dakshita, Toastmaster Rhythm, Toastmaster Pallavi. It's Toastmaster Dakshita. So I'll just put it. Somebody can take my picture. Siddharth, you can just come on the stage. I'll shake hand with you. Michael Nakula. So let's, yeah. Okay, I have to take the picture. Okay, fine. I'll take it, I think. Siddharth, yeah, 1 minute, Siddharth. I'm just taking the picture. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. And last 1 minute, I just need to save it also. 1 minute. Yeah. And okay, that's all for today. And just want to, before I close the meeting, just want to highlight that we had renewals are coming from October. So we'll have an early bird scheme, which we are going to release by next week. So do follow up our post and do renew the membership. Thank you all. Have a great day. Bye.